Finally, I made it back down south of Georgia, but opening day in Georgia's coming in this weekend. I'm headed down here to meet my buddy Michael Pitts. He's got 2 deer showing up in daylight pretty dang regular. Going here and pick him up and see if we can't go get some work done.
Yeah. Word up.
There he is.
Perfect timing.
How's he shooting?
Shooting good. I'm just working on getting a 20-yarder in right now, but I am really liking it. They're smooth. I just put the CB sight on there and trying to work a 20 in on it.
I don't agree with the single pin, but to each his own.
I love the single pin. See, I'm a little OCD-ish. That's why I only go with 1 pin. Multiple pins have me scattered all over the place. But yeah, shooting good. It's real smooth.
This is pressure. Pitts' first official shot on Hunt Club. Okay, yeah. That would do.
Drifted a little bit left,
but still in the lungs.
Yeah, it's definitely a double lunger.
Pitts got him a little bird's nest up there with 2 primals.
Perched up in there, all nice. You can see how I trimmed the top of the bush line off. That way it covers my knees when they're shaking. Because they get to shaking, buddy. I look like Elvis up there after the shot. I never break down until after the shots when I have my problems, so it ought to be a good one. We got 2 really good mature bucks right in here. Old Hook, me and Roger both have had encounters with last year. He's one of them that's in here. And there's another mainframe 9 with some kickers off his 2s that are showing up in here, and both of them are big mature bucks, but we're in his lair right now. That's why I'm kind of being a little bit quiet. But you can see right here they're going through about 150 pounds every 2 days of backwoods attraction. They are really pounding the food right here. There's a lot of deer here, so we're going to give them a little assortment and variety.
This is what we're going to try. I ain't never tried it. Peanut butter flavored rice bran.
Oh yeah. 12, 12, 12. I have no idea what that means, but it seems like a good number, so I'm gonna put it out.
Come on, Pitts, you gotta redneck it up.
Well, hold on a second, dude. Let me pull my blade. Can't cut another person's bag of backwoods attraction open. Oh, son. Smells like a Reese's cup.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you can put that on ice cream.
I'm thinking that's a good idea. I want to taste it. I gotta taste it. Hold on a sec. It really doesn't have a taste.
Okay. Do you have Corona? Is this the first sign of Corona?
Well, this should kill it if I have it, but I mean, it's actually just kind of bland. But a deer's palate might be a little different than mine.
That may be a good cover set.
Who's been eating backwoods attraction?
Dump it all out.
There's gonna be a peanut butter high in here tonight.
We about to load them up.
Man, I don't know. We gotta make some kind of cool design, but I don't know what I want to do yet. Kind of looks like a sprinkled donut, or...
Yeah, put some sprinkles on them.
Well, kind of messed it up at the end there. Well, that's today's class on how to make a design with your food pile. I shall call it the pits. There's very little food source right now because the acorns are not dropping. We got all these food plots plowed up, so early season's a good time to run some kind of supplemental feed. So we stick to corn to them.
We're about 80 yards from the stands, but there's this little pine grove just tore up with deer dropping, so they've been milling all in here. Honestly, the big 8 ain't been here, but that's probably Captain Hook has been on that tree right there.
A lot of deer activity. So we're gonna put this camera out right up here and see if we can pinpoint a little bit of entry to this area.
Oh yeah, look at this. It's gonna be sweet right there. Just made it out here to it's another hunting club I'm on, actually with a couple of my dad's buddies, but going here to hang a stand for an east wind because I literally just threw a couple of Spartans up Sunday, I believe, and they got a deer showing up still in full velvet, and I'm hoping he'll stay, or even if he sheds his velvet, hopefully he'll still be in daylight because he was in there the other morning like at 9 o'clock. See what he does tomorrow, but I may try to slip in there and hunt him Saturday morning if I can. So, see what we got. Gonna try to have to find some cover on the west side of where these deer are running this ridge. These pine trees, you can see these, it's not as open as this, but man, you ain't got a whole lot of cover in the pine trees, so I'm hoping there's some sweet gums or cedars at least behind me to keep me, you know, not too backlit. Tree right there is an option. This is all just old timber company land. There ain't hardly any hardwood to step on the creek. You got a few loading docks you can plant for food plots. So right now, this time of year especially, till we get stuff planted, that's our only way down here in the south pretty much to track deer. And plus you're trying to pinpoint them and stuff like this right here. There ain't no sitting back on a hill and glassing or scouting because, I mean, it's impossible. You're lucky to even get them on trail camera. There's a gazillion trails coming through here. So best thing to do is try to hub them up with some stuff like backwoods, some corn. It's just a kind of a different way of hunting for some folks, but that's how we do it down in the south because, man, this terrain and everything is just unbelievable. I mean, you can look, especially at all the foliage, even if there wasn't foliage on all this underbrush, you can't see in here. So you darn sure better hunt the wind right. That's why I'm in here today moving this down. I'm gonna throw it on this pine tree right here. You can tell on the topo right here, this is a little knob and these deer are just coming north and south crossing it. I'm gonna get my safety harness on and go up there and hang this stand. All right, I got her hung. Got a little bird's nest here. The most useless tree in America has come in handy today. The sweet gum. All my years at Realtree, Bill Jordan taught me one thing. It's to not be skylit, have some back cover, and even get you some front cover when you can. I got this rope right here I tied up. Got this sweet gum's limb stacked in the back. So now I'm about to pull up this base and arm and put it up, or camera arm and stuff, and get it set. Pretty neat little set though. She's hung. Just hoping to get lucky on opening day. As long as the weather stays the same, the wind stays the same, I'll be right back there over the morning. Opening day. Can't believe it's here, but it is. Hi, buddy. Adios. This is it. I think I got everything. It is warm, muggy, and humid. There's Papa Ganoush over here. He came and got some coffee.
It's that morning, and it's 79 degrees and high humidity, but hey, it's opening day, so you gotta go.
It's actually raining right now.
It is, it started sprinkling, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna crack off a few shots in the headlights and get out of here. Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm ready to go. Drive all the way to my parking spot, check my camera, make sure nothing's in there. Start pulling the slip. Good thing is it's kind of warmed up to about 75 since I left the house, so feels like you're walking into a brick wall when you walk outside. But it's opening day. I'm at the stopping point. Checking the camera to make sure here. Ain't nothing been in there since about 30 minutes ago. The last time the velvet deer was in there was at 12:30 this morning, so lights out, I'm gonna get my stuff and slip in. Just now breaking day pretty good. My whole goal was to come in here and not spook nothing. On the way in, that backfired. As soon as I got about 50 yards from the stand, a deer down in this bottom started blowing. Definitely caused some commotion. But just now getting camera light, I already seen two little bugs. That's one of the worst things about bow season right there. Freaking scorpion. Would you go in my bag? Boy, my heart started pounding good. I seen that velvet coming through this brush. I thought that was the old split G2 bug. Well, that was a fun first morning. Saw a few deer. None of the shooters I was hoping to see, but I'm impressed just because the wind stayed consistent. That never happens in Georgia, especially in these pines like this. But I got up on this knob right here where I'm at, and it was pretty consistent out of the east like the weatherman called for. I'm going all in on my boy Pitts. I'm gonna go film him this evening and see if we can't slip in there and get one of them deer he's got on camera. He's got several on camera, but he's got 2 showing off stompers. They've been pretty dang regular.
Weir's loading up. It ain't got to be one of the 2 target bucks. If something good comes in,
Let it eat.
yeah.
Good luck.
It's gonna
Good luck,
eat.
y'all, man.
All righty.
Get my water.
Yeah. That's gonna be a key
Yeah.
in today's hunt.
Here we go. This is it.
Oh, I got this card a little jumpy.
Coming in hot.
I'm sorry, I
Coming in
had
hot.
the speed cut up.
Mm-hmm.
You
I like
wrench
your
this thing.
enthusiasm, man.
You wrench this thing all the way up, and it'll do a wheelie.
She'll hop on you.
She'll hop on you.
I think I got everything.
Dude, first hunt of the year, I always forget something, so we're liable.
Well, we know
to get
you
up
have
there.
not forgot your bow.
No, my bow rides with me always. I don't let it separate from myself. They're my babies, and if you look after your equipment, it will look after you. We are here, and it is opening day in Georgia. And as always, it's a hot opening day in Georgia. It's about 92 degrees today. We've got 2 heavy hitters in here. And then there's several other, management and cull deer in here as well. It's pretty much a hotbed right here. They've been showing up pretty regular, about 50% of the time. So hopefully we're on a good 50% of the time. And they show up this evening, and we can launch an arrow through one of them. Yeah. Like about a 2.5-year-old 8-pointer in here in full velvet, but he's still toting a full head of it. Pretty neat seeing that, but he wasn't here mature enough to shoot, so we gave him a pass. Well, opening day is coming to a close. We didn't see much this evening. I gotta be at the fire department, but I'm sure Phillip and Roger are gonna be in the tree. So hopefully they'll have some good luck, but I gotta pull my 24-hour tour of duty, so I'll be missing in action for the second day of deer season. It was great to get out, enjoy the outdoors today, and can't wait to see what this season holds. Y'all stay tuned in.
Second day of the Georgia season. Headed in. Had a new deer show up last night and was in here this morning for a couple hours. Old 9-pointer. Good news and bad news is he was here and I wasn't. Good news, there's 3 deer in here now that I'd shoot. Trying to keep sweating to a minimum. 95 degrees when I left the truck. But these deer have been daylight every few days, and the velvet deer, which as of early this morning was still in velvet, he ain't been in here in daylight in a few days, so he's due to show. All right, I'm here. I made it without getting a heat stroke. Dadgum, it's hot. The wind feels pretty good though. It feels like it's got a grunt of south in it, which too much south is gonna hurt me, but I think if it's got just a grunt, it'll be cutting enough to where these deer are gonna fight me coming in here. Gotta get it done. Somebody on Hunt Club's got to break some ice. We've been getting our teeth kicked in since the end of August. Down to the final hour. I don't know how. These deer didn't win. 2 of them were coming in directly downwind. Been absolutely covered up with deer. I keep thinking I hear a deer milling around behind me. If he's coming, he better come home, because I'm running out of light. Well, I just made it back to the truck. Man, I was covered up with deer. I couldn't even do a close, nothing in the tree, but what a fun afternoon. I thought that one of them better deer might have been behind that little buck, but apparently not, but he eased off, and so I got down. But my plan was to go back in the morning and hunt. I left my bow and everything. The only thing I pulled out was a camera, but I don't know, when I got down and walked out, there was deer blowing. I could hear deer from here to Mississippi blowing, so I'm gonna probably play it by ear and look at the camera tonight and through in the morning and see what shows up. But what a fun opening weekend. It's hard to believe that deer season is officially here, and no luck for my dad or Cheeseburger and obviously Pitts, but we got cooler weather coming. We're gonna stay after it this week.
You know, they say they eat their velvet after they rub it off. I've always heard that because I've always looked on the ground.
Hey, Cody Kelly, we need a bag of dried velvet.